All right, another video, another day, another dollar spent, I just bought this 1997 GMC Suburban K1500. It spent most of its life, you can't see really, we're at a cemetery. This is a cemetery fleet maintenance vehicle for the last 25 years. I just picked it up for 250 bucks. So now the challenge is seeing if I wasted my money or if I got a screaming deal. And I genuinely don't know. It is 4-wheel drive, 5.7 liter, just a generic Chevy 350. Pretty straight, not too bad. Got a little bit of damage in the back and a missing window. That's fixable. And it's got a mismatching door and some paint flake like all 90s Chevy trucks. The goal tonight is to see if I can figure out why it doesn't run. I have spent a little bit of time on it already. This isn't my first day. I made it fire up before I bought it. I was smart enough to at least do that. Put a new battery in it. But I started it up and drove it around just a little bit the other day with just a jump box. But I had to hit it with some starter fluid. It's not, it's a crank no start. I got in there with my little digital multimeter and did some diagnostic on the fuel pump at the relay. And I believe the fuel pump is working. So that's my goal today, is to see if it's putting out enough pressure. So I got a fuel pressure tester from O'Reilly's, and we're gonna see if there is low fuel pressure or if I just have 20 gallons of bad gas and that's why it doesn't like to start on its own. So fingers crossed that it is just something simple. There's also a possibility that the fuel injectors are bad, but that's the goal today, is to figure out what is wrong. So first things first, I'm gonna go get a broom. We're gonna clear this sucker off. All right, we're back at the mismatched driver's door. We're gonna see if it'll unlock today. It doesn't like to unlock. I don't know if you can tell by the way it's broken that it sucks, but yeah, this one doesn't like to unlock. And I'm not filming it. All right, I'm gonna sit you down, pick you up when we're fixed. All right, driver's door is probably frozen shut. It won't open no matter what I do. So I came in the passenger side. And this right here is our first clue that there's something pretty bad with this thing. Fuel injector cleaner. That means it's been having issues for quite a while. Long enough for them to try to clean the fuel injectors. I better put my receipt from O'Reilly's back in my car, or they're not going to take their fuel pressure tester back when I'm done with it. Oh, gotta put my wiper blades down or I'm gonna break them off. I bought new wiper blades too, because the old ones were rotted into the ground. This is last registered in 2020, so it hasn't been sitting that long. But it's been outside most of its life, I'm sure, and hasn't exactly been treated nice. So, threw a cheap Walmart battery at it. We're gonna preemptively crack open the air cleaner. Air intake. Because I am fairly confident that I'm going to be spraying starter fluid, especially today. Good enough, okay. It's cold out. Probably getting close to 0 degrees. It is February here in southern Colorado. That's why it's dark. Another bad sign here. If we look in this storage compartment, an empty bottle of radiator stop leak, and an extra serpentine belt. So I think the radiator is shot. That being said, it's probably missing a couple of gallons of fluid. It's got fluid in it, but it ain't all there. 5.7 Chevy. Fuel pressure port is back here. There's an orange band right here you can see on this hose. It's that little black nub right to the right of it. Right there. That's the cap. So I'm gonna get the fuel pressure tester hooked up and jump in her and crank her over. We'll see what it says. Alright, I decided to hop back in the trusty Focus. Check out what we've got. A mess, of course. Rental tools suck. So, got a digital multimeter that doesn't look like it's ever been used. I already used my digital multimeter, like I said, so I don't think this one's going to do me any good. It's probably still not going to ever be used. I'll put that to the side. So one of these fittings is meant to adapt to a small block Chevy. I don't know which one it is yet. Probably that one, I'd wager. In that case though, if that fits on there, I think that's the same size Schrader valve as is in the car. This might hook straight to the car. So I'm gonna spend another 1 minute in here, let my hands warm up just a bit, and we'll slap this on there. We'll figure it out. Alright, we're all hooked up. The fitting that I thought was the right one was the right one. So we're in the cab now. I have not sprayed it with starter fluid. My goal is to just crank it and see what happens. So we're going to turn on ignition. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, I would have expected that to go up just a little bit for the fuel pump to prime if it was functioning correctly. I don't know that's the case. I'm not used to fancy using real testers. Oh, that's dumb. Let me turn off the wipers. Off. Okay. We're good. We're surviving. I'm not used to using real testers. My style of testing fuel pressure has in the past just been geysering it up out of the Schrader valve. So, alright, let's give it a crank. Once again, no fuel pressure. So I'm going to go hit it with starter fluid and we'll try again. I may not have hooked it up correctly, so that's what I'll test next. Alright. Gauge slipped a little more, but oh, don't do this to me. It's so cold out, it doesn't even want to start on starter fluid. Alright, we'll try again. Alright, I went a little faster this time. Come on, give it to me. She wants to. I probably just sucked up all the fluid. If I give it a little bit of gas pedal, I'm not even sitting in the driver's seat yet. I'm in that big of a hurry. Okay, we'll spray her one more time. She just ain't gonna do it today. Well, that makes this more interesting, I guess. Alright, we were gonna get it fired up as easy as we had been before, but it is probably 0 degrees out now, so So I guess I'm gonna take that gauge back. I'm gonna be out of town the rest of the weekend. It's a Friday. Well, tomorrow's Friday. I'm gonna be out of town till Saturday night. I want to get that gauge back in before they charge me for it. I don't want to keep an O'Reilly's gauge. And we'll come back probably on Monday when the temperatures have gone up a little bit. So I guess that concludes the very first installment of the $250 Suburban. And so far it has only disappointed. Stay tuned.